If you're thinking about buying a Rolex in 2025, this guide is your cheat code. With demand shifting and new trends emerging, not every model is worth chasing. Let's break down the ones that truly deserve your wrist and your wallet. £5,000 price point, dress watch, date just 36mm. Entering the world of Rolex at £5,000 means making smart choices. If a dress watch is the goal, the date just 36mm offers real charm. Those eager for a stainless steel model can aim for early concealed clasp releases from around 2005 to 2006. Designed with polished shoulders, a fluted bezel, and a Jubilee bracelet, it looks immaculate, especially with a clean white dial sporting Roman numerals. Choosing a blue or black dial adds flair, but white keeps it understated and classic. For those drawn to a bit of luxury, steel and yellow gold date just 36mm versions bring warmth with silver or glossy black dials. However, vintage models from the 1980s or 1990s are the norm at this price point, offering vintage charm and a sense of history. These pieces may be older, but their elegance and versatility make them head-turners. Pair them with a suit or smart casual attire, and they become conversation starters. £5,000 price point, sports watch, Air King 40mm. You might not expect a sports Rolex under £5,000, but the Air King proves it's possible. Specifically, the 40mm reference A16900, introduced around 2018 to 2019, delivers classic Rolex utility. It features a black dial, white numerals, and a bold aviation-inspired layout, echoing cockpit instrument panels. This watch has a strong personality, polarizing but in a good way. At around £5,750 for newer examples, early models in the range are attainable for £5,000. This professional, robust timepiece might challenge traditionalists but brings serious heritage and practical flair to any collection. Dress it up or dress it down, this Air King bridges worlds. It's a smart pick when a sport watch is needed without overstepping that £5,000 mark. £10,000 price point, dress watch, date just 41mm. Stepping up to £10,000 opens the door to the larger and more modern, date just 41mm. This version takes elegance to the next level, with options like white, blue and black gloss dials. Yet it's the standout mint green and Wimbledon dials that turn heads. The mint green date, just 41mm on a Jubilee bracelet, exudes freshness and understated beauty. But the Wimbledon version, with its smooth bezel and contrasting green Roman numerals, is something else entirely. Though the example shown features a smooth bezel, the fluted bezel version elevates its style further. Pick up a 2 to 3-year-old fluted bezel Wimbledon model under £10,000, and it becomes a watch that flows effortlessly from boardroom to weekend, showcasing personality and timeless elegance. The versatility of the date just 41mm is what makes it a star in this price range. It's just sporty enough with the oyster case, yet refined with the Jubilee bracelet and polished center links. You could wear it with a suit or a t-shirt and it never looks out of place. Plus, Rolex's newer calibers offer 70-hour power reserves and smoother winding, details that matter for daily use. The Wimbledon dial, in particular, has become a cult favorite, merging sport and classic design in a way only Rolex pulls off. Under £10,000, it's one of the few watches that balances visual impact with understated prestige. And for those who want something timeless, with just the right twist of character, the date just 41mm delivers every single time. £10,000 price point. Sports watch, Explorer, 2 or Submariner 41mm. With £10,000 to spend on a sports Rolex, there are a few standout paths. One is the Explorer 2. Available in white, the iconic Polar, or black dial, this rugged 42mm tool watch recently listed at retail for £8,500 and can be found pre-owned under £10,000. Though its styling may not suit everyone, it's an uncompromising instrument designed for explorers. The real highlight in this bracket is the Submariner. The modern 41mm Submariner, introduced at the end of 2020, is the ideal sports watch, durable, iconic, and versatile. Look for a 2022 to 2023 example to find one within budget. Whether worn diving, dressing up, or daily driving, it's a perfect fit. The Submariner's timeless black dial and Cerachrome bezel make it a daily driver you'll never get bored of. There's something about its proportions that just feels right. Refined but brawny, tough yet sleek. And while vintage subs are climbing in price, the newer 41mm generation offers updated movement tech and better bracelet construction without crossing into silly price territory. If you're feeling adventurous, you might even spot a Kermit 126610LV, black dial, green bezel, sneaking just under the £10,000 radar on the right day. And don't sleep on the Explorer 2. It may not have the mainstream appeal of the sub, but it's a stealthy grail for purists. Plus, the GMT hand and fixed bezel offer real-world utility that travelers and adventure seekers genuinely appreciate. £15,000 price point. Dress watch, 36mm 18-carat yellow gold day date. At £15,000, the dress watch game steps into high roller territory with the 36mm yellow gold day date. This model is the epitome of traditional elegance. Old money vibes in solid gold bracelets and timeless faces. Late model examples from the early 2000s with solid bracelets are ideal. Premium dial options like black onyx or baguette diamond styles elevate it further. A fully verified original bracelet is essential, as aftermarket and replated options can diminish value. A watch in excellent condition, with box and papers, comfortably fits within that £15,000 frame, shining with refinement that speaks volumes about its wearer. This isn't just a timepiece, it's a legacy on your wrist. The day date's nickname, the President, isn't just marketing fluff. It's been worn by actual presidents, CEOs, and cultural icons. Its classic 36mm size wears perfectly on most wrists, offering flash without being flashy. The solid gold construction has a reassuring weight, and when the sun hits that fluted bezel just right, instant charisma. If you can find a champagne dial with Roman numerals or a rare lacquered finish, it's an even better flex. Unlike some sports models, these haven't spiked in price irrationally yet. That makes them a smart grab in 2025, especially with collector interest rising again. £15,000 price point, sports watch, GMT Master, 2 Batman/Bruce/Submariner Hulk. When focusing on sports models at £15,000, several compelling GPS appear. The GMT Master 2 Batman leads the pack with its iconic blue and black ceramic bezel paired with an oyster bracelet. It earned cult status before being discontinued, only to be reintroduced due to massive demand. Then there's the GMT Master 2 Grey-Black, nicknamed the Bruce, which sports a more understated two-tone bezel. It offers a modern yet refined vibe that appeals to both traditionalists and trendsetters. But the crown jewel in this category has to be the Submariner Hulk. With its unmistakable green dial and green bezel, this model launched in 2010 and saw a production run that ended in 2020. The Hulk's bold aesthetic polarized enthusiasts at first, but its sheer uniqueness and Rolex's decision to retire it catapulted its status. Prices peaked briefly in the hype storm of recent years, but have since cooled to just under £15,000 for early full sets. That makes it an excellent value today, especially for a collector looking for both vibrancy and investment potential. A 2014 to 2015 example in great condition, complete with box and papers, is right in that sweet spot. What makes the Hulk even more compelling is how it defies Rolex convention while still honoring the Submariner's rugged DNA. It's a splash of color in a mostly monochrome sea, and that's precisely why collectors keep circling back to it. You get the reliability and pedigree of a tool watch, but with the kind of visual flair that turns heads across the room. For under £15,000, very few watches offer that level of presence, legacy, and wearable excitement. £20,000 price point. Dress watch, Sky Dweller. Between £15,000 and £20,000, options for dress watches narrow. The standout is the Sky Dweller, a modern marvel that blends dress watch charm with technical complexity. In 42mm size, it resembles a datejust, but packs an annual calendar, dual time zone, and unique bezel-activated adjustment system. The white gold fluted bezel Jubilee bracelet version, particularly with a blue dial, balances elegance and utility. Even in steel and gold form, brushed finishes tie back to Rolex's tool watch roots while delivering bling. Prices from carefully sourced dealers remain under £20,000, offering high complication without ostentation. What sets the Sky Dweller apart is how effortlessly it merges luxury with everyday practicality. Despite its bold presence, it never feels overdone, especially when matched with conservative tones like black, white, or slate grey. The off-centered 24-hour ring subtly reminds you of its world time capability, while the Saros system, inspired by astronomical cycles, makes the annual calendar feel both poetic and purposeful. For travelers, business elites, or collectors who want Rolex's most complex movement without crossing into six-figure territory, this is the ticket. And while fluted bezels scream classic Rolex, the underlying mechanics are pure modern ingenuity. It's not just a dress watch, it's a conversation starter and a technical showpiece you can wear with a tux or a polo. £20,000 price point. Sports watch GMT Master 2, Pepsi/Daytona 116520. With fresh sports models hitting £20,000, two legendary options shine. GMT Master 2. Pepsi. The red and blue bezel has always drawn collectors. Brand new stickered examples, whether on Jubilee or Oyster, sell just under £20,000. Daytona 116520, white dial. A pre-ceramic stainless steel icon, aim for the final productions, from 2016, with a P-dial lettering and chromolite luminous plots. Those last examples offer charisma, investment potential, and exclusivity. A full-set, well-kept model lands firmly in the £20,000 bracket. While both models are legendary, the Daytona edges out slightly due to its sporting roots and legendary design. It encapsulates everything a Rolex sports watch should be: timeless, tool-capable, and flawlessly stylish. And the appeal doesn't end there. The Daytona 116520's value lies in the details: the perfectly balanced dial, the smooth steel bezel, and that iconic symmetrical layout. Collectors hunt for the rare transitional models with blue chromolite lume and the engraved rehaut, adding that extra layer of intrigue. The movement, Rolex's in-house 4130, adds mechanical pedigree and reliability to the mix. Even service histories influence price. Models with full service papers from Rolex command noticeable premiums. Meanwhile, the Pepsi GMT isn't just a pretty face. Its independent hour hand makes it ideal for travelers, and the Cerachrom bezel on newer versions blends modern toughness with vintage charm. Still, the old-school allure of the steel-bezeled Daytona, with its clean lines and historic significance, keeps it ahead in desirability. It's no longer just a watch, it's a statement. And in a market where hype fades fast, the Daytona's legacy doesn't. That's why, in this £20,000 bracket, it continues to turn heads and tighten wrists with effortless confidence. Let's be real, buying a Rolex in 2025 isn't just about telling time, it's about making a statement. Whether you've got £5,000 or closer to £20,000 to play with, there's something seriously special waiting for you. From everyday classics to flex-worthy legends, the sweet spot models at each price tier are better than ever. Wondering which one's the best for you? It all comes down to style, intent, and personality. Whether it's boardroom presence or weekend adventure, each Rolex here has its own story to tell. Enjoyed this guide? Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so top-tier watch content lands in your feed first. Also, if a certain model or price range is calling your name, leave a comment and future videos will dive into it.